Check this out, Leo the Lion here, my boy Gaege. You know what I'm saying? We just had a fire conversation. I don't even know how long it took, but it was a lot of good topics, bro. We talked about, we talked about a lot. So what were some of the main things that you think, came out of the conversation?
Man, I think the main thing that I got excited about, I saw you got excited about it, is focus. I know everyone's preaching focus, but there's a reason for it, man. Focus is huge. Niching down, right?
Yeah.
I finally decided who I'm focusing on right now.
Which is?
Well, I'm teaching freelancers how to, web developers specifically, how to jump into the world of freelance and separate themselves from the corporate environment, and going to use that as a platform to jump off and eventually expand into overall freelancers, basically creating a life of freedom for yourself through freelancing instead of being stuck behind a desk 9 to 5, because no one likes that, right?
Yeah.
And eventually just moving on to creating a better life in general, and being able to travel. That's what you want to do.
Yeah,
I want to travel.
Yeah.
Spend more time with my son. I know there's a bunch of people out there that got children, and that's our future, right? So spend some more time with them. I think that's what everyone should be shooting for. That's what I want to help guide others into.
Got you.
Leo's got to decide who he's going to talk to.
Man, I'm just trying to figure it out. The whole niche conversation, we were talking about just how, when you niche, focusing in on how you can deliver that message and, really put yourself in that place where, let's say I decided, 13-year-old Tommy, right? Let's just say 13-year-old males is who I want to speak to. Just start with that, and then you're just going to get good at it. The languaging, the communication, it's all going to slowly erupt, dominate a pond, and then eventually you're just going to show up in the ocean, right? That's kind of what we talked about.
Yep.
Well, it's cool that you talked about, which I don't think we had a conversation of, is you're a hustler that has a family. You know what I'm saying? You're a hustler with a son.
Right.
Can you speak, to anybody out there that are listening that may be a hustler with kids?
This is something I struggled with. I'm still struggling with it, actually, but I got to share it. I find myself struggling with spending more time with him. I know he deserves more of my time, and all of our children do, but it's difficult to balance that with the vision of our future selves that we have. Putting in that grind, so the grind, right? It's important, but it's also important to spend time with your children and your family in general. So I know that that's difficult, and I still struggle with it, but I don't have the answers yet, but I urge you to at least be cognizant of that. It's something to give conscious effort to, making sure that you're aware of what's going on. Try your best to allot your time appropriately, and understand that there's more to life than just hitting that 7-figure yearly income, right?
Shit, I think even just the awareness of it in itself is half the battle.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. You gotta really be self-critical and be willing to evaluate yourself and your personal life, and make sure that you're you may not have the right balance, but at least be thinking about it and constantly analyzing yourself, instead of maybe shrugging it off or saying I don't think it's healthy right now, but I'll fix it later. It's something that I think I'm personally convicted. I think that it needs to be something that is given a lot of focus up front. You need to set yourself up for long-term success, not just in business, but in your personal life. That's an important facet of life, obviously. Unless you just want to be stuck doing the grind 24/7,
Exactly.
and you don't have anyone else to worry about. But that's going to play into things whether you want it to or not, your personal life and your family life. So might as well be cognizant of it from the very start and factor it into what you're doing.
Without a doubt, man. So you want anything else you want to say, man? Any last shout outs or?
That's a good one. I want to say that I think there is a big lack of confidence. I don't know where it came from, but it seems to be pretty prevalent, at least for my generation, our generation, is a lack of confidence, conviction in your message and who you are as a person. As soon as I came to terms with who I am, and you've got the same story.
Yeah,
as soon as you really accept who you are and choose to be confident in who you are, and just unapologetically push that out into the world, you don't even have to really have a vision for what you want to accomplish at that point, but things are going to radically change regardless.
Yeah.
So just be confident. It's like so basic, but it's so important. Just try to be confident.
I know, right? It really comes down to like a decision, right? Like you just talked about how 2 months ago you just made a decision to go down that track of focusing on real estate web development, right? And it's like for me, like I look back at the very first video I posted, I just made a decision to post a video. I didn't have a clear vision. I just said, fuck it, I'm gonna ship. But I think it's just consistency, you know what I'm saying, over time, being aware that you're learning, being a part of the process, like the journey, like it's just...
I didn't know Leo 2 weeks ago. I didn't know he existed.
Yeah.
Saw him at a party /
that entrepreneur event,
one,
the fancy one, yeah, right. 2020
Lambos,
house.
Yeah. Saw him there and saw some of his content, and I was like, I'm just gonna talk to this dude. I didn't even know what we were gonna talk about. I was just like, let's meet at this place. We're gonna talk, and that shit was fire.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
And that came from a place of confidence in who I am. Mm-hmm. I just want to, who I am is I want to connect with people that are doing stuff that have a higher purpose in life and want to be better tomorrow than they were today, right? And I saw that in Leo. I didn't know what we were going to talk about, but I said, I'm going to connect with that dude. We've connected, and it was awesome. Some more shit's going to happen down the line. I don't even know what it is.
Without a doubt.
But that wouldn't have happened if I wasn't confident enough to just reach out without any real idea of where it was going to go.
Yeah.
Just confidence is crucial. It's crazy.
Man, it is crazy. 30 days, 2 weeks.
Keep an eye on this dude. He's got so many gears turning right now. The stuff that he's going to start putting out over the next week or two is going to be stupid. I'm excited.
It's going to be dope. And we're just going to keep getting better, and it's going to keep going, like momentum. So... all right, well, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what this channel is called. I'm going to start calling it something. But either way, the quality is going to keep getting better. As you know, this dude is a hustler, too. Like, watch out for him. I'll put his Instagram and whatever.
Twitter.
Yeah,
Twitter's good
Twitter.
right now.
Is that your best channel?
That's my main focus.
Okay, I'll put his Twitter in my Instagram, so you can follow his Twitter. You know what I'm saying? That's his medium. Follow him, follow his journey. He documents everything, has websites development. Like, he's an expert at that, especially in the real estate market. So for all you realtors and real estate agents, go ahead and check him out. You know what I'm saying?
I'm going to get you some leads.
Hey. So, money, right? Man. Final words, man, before you close out. Anything else?
Just keep hustling. I know it's so cliche, but it's so real. Like, keep hustling. Consistency. That's it. I think that's the best thing to close on.
All right.
That's what we talked about most of the day.
Yeah.
Most of this afternoon.
Yeah.
Just, I read this somewhere. I forgot what it was. I think it's called The Slight Edge. It's a book.
Okay.
You read it?
It sounds familiar.
Just shoot for being 1% better than you were yesterday. Just that 1%. And then if you do the math, real simple math, over 365 days, you're going to be, from a numerical standpoint, you're going to be 365% better than you were a year ago,
That's
right?
Ridiculous.
1% a day.
Compounded, bam.
There you go. So keep that in mind. And spend some more time with your kids if you got them.
All right. So, Leo the Lion, you know what I'm saying? There's a billion ways to make your day count. Go find yours. Leo out and...
Gaege.
Bam.
Bye.
Bye.